That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Scott Steen, one of the top experts at Winners and Winers, is showing you why he's one of the best in the business. 17-10 run in baseball over the last 11 days, and he's got a gem of a play in baseball today. You can get it by texting VSiN 320-350-3500. Text VSiN 320-350-3500. Okay, so how about McElroy plus 250 to win?
It's way too
There's
short.
There's 3
Paul.
rounds left.
It's way too short. There's a lot of golf left.
Yes, that's crazy.
Yeah.
First time since 2014 in a major he's been the first-round leader. Usually plays well when he's out of it on the weekend. But Zalatoris right there, good leaderboard. Even our boy Neiman, 2 under,
yeah, he's
3
there.
back. Brooks Koepka again. My God.
Oh, he's fade material at this point.
5 over?
You got to lay $1.50 today with Shane Lowry against Koepka in a matchup, and I don't want Koepka.
No.
Because I think Lowry can make a run today. I had Hoagie. I bet like 7 or 8 guys to be the first-round leader, all bombs for like a ham sandwich, right? I had Tom Hoagie 100 to 1. Rory with that insanely difficult putt on 18 to go to 5 under, and then Hoagie had a birdie attempt. I think it was on 17, and he missed it by like an inch or so. Look, I'll take the 3-way dead heat. I don't care. Split it up on 100 to 1. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I think that this guy's live to win the tournament. Knock on wood. I got him to win it as well. But there are a bunch of guys today that can make a run at this thing. 250 on McElroy. You got to be nuts to bet that right now.
Yeah. I like the daily Tiger head-to-head. Tiger minus $5 here at Circa. John Daly, 77.5 second-round score. Only one over. Did a good job.
You want to
the power of the Diet Coke and the cigarettes.
Yeah, it's he looks like a real athlete out there.
That belly gets bigger and bigger every month.
Man, does it ever.
That is a front porch. Yeah, that's big.
12 Diet Cokes. That's, and a full pack of cigarettes and one. He had opened up a second pack of cigarettes yesterday.
Yeah.
Because a full pack wasn't quite enough in 4.5 hours for his round of golf.
Yeah. Spieth was very popular. He blew up. There was a lot of Scheffler didn't play well.
Well, he was 2 under at one point, but then gave those strokes back midway through his round, and then you had to try to crawl back after that. It wasn't really possible at that point. Good tournament. It played tough in the
I hope so.
in the afternoon yesterday.
I don't want to see 7. I'm with you. I don't want to see 17 under.
Yeah, same here.
To do this, but I couldn't believe that. Well, boy, are they getting carried away with this Rory business.
Okay, so what did you think of what happened yesterday in college football, and specifically this week? I think personally, Paulie, that it was a great day, and it's been a great week for college football because you have to have a villain in college sports. Saban has always been that guy in college football, but he took it up to another level this week. How many times have we ever had a coach? First of all, he's the best coach of all time, but anybody like in the neighborhood of Nick Saban, where he specifically pinpoints and says, "Yeah, Jimbo Fisher, Texas A&M, they're doing it the wrong way. I disagree with what they're doing in Aggie Land." Are you kidding me?
You're in the minority that it was a good day for college football.
Oh, I don't think I am. I think people loved it.
No, I don't think. Well, no. People said it was a great press conference, but not good for the sport. The SEC commissioner had to come out and say, "This is, you can't do this.
You can't. It's a rule that you can't do this."
Right, absolutely. But it's just Saban has got to grow up here. I mean, what's wrong with you? You're in you make the playoff every year. You have a top 5 recruiting class, top 2 recruiting class every year. It's like, what do you have to be pissed off about and mad about?
Yeah.
And you don't. It's not like
where's the parity, folks?
Oh my God,
we need parity in college football.
Yeah, you're the problem. But it's I don't understand why the coaches just don't come out and say, "Well, yeah, of course we're paying people. Things have changed." But it was said by Pat Forty and others. Good for the kids. They outsmarted the adults here.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, no one envisioned. I mean, it's like the Bryce Young. The guy had $1 million deal before he ever took a snap.
Oh, it's like
no one envisioned the amount of money being thrown around here, but the kids are getting theirs. They're providing all the labor. Everyone at the NC2A and everyone else making millions of dollars, and the coaches. Good for the kids to get paid.
The running back for Texas, Bijan Robinson.
Yeah,
he has a deal with Lamborghini of Austin.
Yeah,
how's that for him?
Yeah.
As a 20-year-old kid, I'd say that's pretty good. That wide receiver who transferred from Pittsburgh to USC. The reports were a couple of weeks ago he set up to make $3 million this year at USC. Okay, and you have a coach whose contract pays him $11.5 million. By the way, he lives in Tuscaloosa. And I said this to people yesterday. Yeah, Nick, sure, You're going to call out a guy like Jimbo Fisher. And by the way, let's not screw this up here. Texas A&M has as much money as pretty much any college in the country because of that oil money. You're going to tell me, Nick, a guy who makes that much money to coach college football every single year, that 17-year-old kids have been dying to move to Tuscaloosa and play for you, and you're not giving them anything? I mean, you're flat out lying and being totally hypocritical about this stuff. It's like he has no self-awareness, but he doesn't care because he can get away with it. Where's the parity, and how dare you pay players? We would never do that. Laughable. Right. I know 17-year-old kids that live in the Pacific time zone that can't wait to move to Tuscaloosa. Sure thing. Mm-hmm. And you're not giving them a damn thing. Yeah. Right on. Yep. That's believable.
It goes back to years ago where he didn't like the hurry-up offense. Like, you can't, it's bad for the sport. Guys could get hurt. Can't do this. Mm-hmm. And then he brings in Kiffin. He completely changes how he plays. Going back to
right.
It's just like, what are you talking about?
But I just, the SEC media days are coming up like next month.
Oh, yeah. I love Fisher. Confrontation. I welcome it. Yeah,
he did.
It's like crazy Joe Davola. I encourage intruders. I leave the door unlocked. Come on in.
Jimbo Fisher was talking. He specifically called that press conference yesterday to call out Nick Saban.
Oh, he's got to. He has to.
And by the way, with the NIL deals, who cares? That's part of the gig now.
Right.
Right. And by the way, Nick Saban did this. This is another hilarious part of it. He was talking to a bunch of like local businessmen and business owners in that area at that press conference. He was pitching them on, hey, we need to drum up some more money to pay these kids.
Yeah, he's so old he doesn't realize, hey, they can still they just record it with their cell phone or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like those buffoons, the Game of Thrones kids. They thought there were no recordings allowed and everything, and that's when they spilled the beans about, we had no idea what we were doing. Yep. We were learning on the job. It was like the most expensive film school ever.
I think this is the best part of it. Can we put up that graphic with the point spreads? This is it adds another layer of comedy to this, in my opinion. When you look at some sports books have posted like games of the year, and poor Alabama, the little engine that could. One of these days, right? This mid-major program is going to be able to do something in college football. Yeah, okay. You're laying 15 against Texas. You know that guy that you called out, Nick? Jimbo? Yeah, you're laying 16 against A&M this year. 16. You're 16 against LSU. You're 24 against Auburn in the Iron Bowl. Those are the games of the year. Yep. Going to be a big struggle again this year for Alabama. I don't know how they're going to do it. How do they pull through and possibly win 10, 11, 12 games and make another run at the playoffs?
This happens all the time in college athletics. It's like, wait, you haven't had sustained success, and now you're getting all these star players all of a sudden, top 5. But I mean, of course you know what's going on.
Of course.
But this, I don't know why the coaches lie. And they're just like, I don't know if it's an ego thing or what. Just say, well, things have changed now. Yeah, we are paying kids.
Yep. So after Nick Saban, called out and attacked Jimbo Fisher, Fisher called that press conference, and here you go. He had to unleash hell yesterday, firing back at Nick.
You're taking shots at 17-year-old kids and their families. They broke state laws. They're all money. We bought every player on this group. We never bought anybody. No rules were broken. Nothing was done wrong. It was all and the way we do things, the ethics in which we do things. And these families, it's despicable that a reputable head coach could come out and say this when he doesn't get his way or things don't go his way. The narcissist in him doesn't allow those things to happen, and it's ridiculous. But when he's not on top, and the parity in college football he's been talking about, go talk to coaches who coach for him. You'll find out all the parity. Go dig into wherever he's been.
Oh, he didn't hold back anything yesterday.
So good. Called him a cheater. He said, I'm not cheating. This guy's the cheater. Yep. Look at his history.
This was such a good press conference. A little bit more here from Jimbo Fisher on Nick Saban's deal.
Some people think they're God. Go dig into how God did his deal. You may find out about a guy that a lot of things you don't want to know. We built him up to be the czar of football. Go dig into his past or anybody that's ever coached with him. You can find out anything you want to find out, what he does and how he does it. And it's despicable.
Jesus.
Okay, so
he's an assistant for him, too, for 4 years.
This is so good, Paul. They're laying 16. When they play each other, do you know how badly Nick Saban's going to want to win by 7 touchdowns? If Nick Saban, this might be great to file away for in-play betting. If he's up by 14 points at halftime, he will want to win. He's not going to call off the dogs ever if he can. And maybe A&M's really good this year, and that's not going to happen. But if Nick Saban has a chance to run it up against A&M...
Well, coming off a loss, too. They beat him last year.
Yeah, that's right.
The other thing.
Revenge.
That's,
Yep. One more, because it's so good from Jimbo Fisher. There's a reason why he never went back to work with Nick Saban.
It's disappointing. No, I wasn't. No, listen, you coach with people like Bobby Bowden and learn how to do things. You coach with other people and learn how not to do things.
No.
There's a reason people don't go, I ain't went back and worked for him with opportunities.
Coach back behind the
Don't be
lines.
associated with it.
Well, he had to do it. I mean, he said you paid for every player.
Well,
you have to come put that press conference together, and he just unleashed hell.
Yeah. Again, how many times has a guy like Nick Saban, and there are not many coaches as good as him, obviously, ever, but I don't care, Power 5, top of whatever conference, where he would single-handedly point out and say, this guy, and name him, in that university, I disagree with what's going on there. And this is why they're getting all these players. But Saban can also get away with this because he's got 7 titles and he's the best to ever do it. And he's 70. Yeah. What is he? Is he in his 70s now?
Yeah.
He looks like he's 53. Somehow this guy doesn't age. Yeah. And he's like, whatever. I can say whatever I want. Because I can go out there and point to the scoreboard as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not breaking news, though. We know it's win at all costs in the SEC. I mean, look where Alabama was before he took the job. Yes, he's a great coach, but you weren't getting all those players. And all of a sudden, wow, look at all this talent, all this NFL talent. My God.
Mm-hmm. Jot down the day that they play.
Or even SEC media days. What's that going to be like?
Oh,
it goes back to the conference. How about Saban called him? I'm not calling him.
No, yeah.
Well, we're done. I'm not returning that phone call.
I don't answer his phone calls anymore. There's an offshore book that put up if they ever get into the ring, who would be favored. That's creative. That's funny. Yeah. I think you got him. Jimbo's a lot younger, right? I mean, a lot younger, but yeah, I think I probably got to take the young fella. Professional sports bettor Aaron Renning joins the program coming up next. How is he approaching Game 2 between the Warriors and Mavericks, and his thoughts on the Celtics Heat series after 2 games?